In the vast expanse of the universe, there are billions upon billions of stars scattered across the night sky. And among these twinkling celestial bodies lies one that holds a special place in our hearts and minds: the North Star, also known as Polaris. It is this star that has guided countless travelers, adventurers, and dreamers throughout history. Its unwavering presence in the northern hemisphere has served as a beacon of hope and a symbol of resilience. In today's video, we will embark on a journey to explore the idea of reaching the North Star and discover the incredible feats that humans have accomplished in their quest to understand and interact with the cosmos. So buckle up and get ready to blast off on an adventure that will take us beyond our wildest dreams. The North Star, scientifically known as Polaris, is a blue-white star located in the constellation Ursa Minor, or the Little Dipper. It is approximately 323 light-years away from Earth and is the closest bright star to the celestial North Pole. This means that Polaris appears almost stationary in the sky when viewed from Earth, making it an ideal navigational tool for sailors and travelers. The star is about 30 times brighter than our Sun and is nearly twice as massive. Its light takes approximately 300 years to reach our planet, which means that we are seeing it as it existed centuries ago. For many cultures throughout history, the North Star has held deep significance. In ancient Egypt, the star was associated with the goddess of the sky, Nut, and was believed to be the embodiment of her spirit. The Egyptians built their pyramids and temples to align with the cardinal directions, with the North Star serving as the center of their celestial grid. Similarly, the Norse people believed that the North Star, or Polaris, was the home of the god Heimdall, who was responsible for protecting the realm of the gods. According to Norse mythology, Polaris was a giant goat named Heimir, was tasked with keeping watch over the heavens and alerting the gods to any impending danger. In more recent times, the North Star has become a symbol of hope and inspiration for those who have set out to explore the unknown. Explorers such as Roald Amundsen and Ernest Shackleton, who ventured into the Arctic and Antarctic regions, relied on the North Star to guide them through treacherous waters and uncharted territories. Even today, the North Star continues to captivate the imaginations of scientists, astronomers, and dreamers alike. With the advent of modern technology, we have been able to observe the star in greater detail and learn more about its fascinating characteristics. The North Star is not just a pretty face in the night sky. It is a reminder of the endless mysteries that our universe holds and the importance of following our dreams, no matter how far-reaching they may seem. Now let's discuss how we might actually go about reaching the North Star. The idea may seem like a far-fetched fantasy, but with some creative thinking and a good understanding of physics, it is possible to come up with some truly innovative solutions. One approach would be to use a rocket ship propelled by nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is a process that powers the Sun and other stars where lighter atomic nuclei combine to form heavier ones, releasing enormous amounts of energy in the process. If we could harness this power, then we would have a nearly limitless supply of fuel for our rocket ship. With enough power, we could propel ourselves at a speed close to the speed of light and travel to the North Star in just a few decades. Another option would be to build a massive space elevator. A space elevator is a theoretical structure that would connect the Earth to space, allowing for easy and efficient transportation between the two. To construct such an elevator, we would need a strong and lightweight material that could withstand the immense forces of gravity and the vacuum of space. One promising candidate is carbon nanotubes, which are incredibly strong and efficient. With a space elevator, we could simply ride up to the top and hitch a ride on a passing spaceship bound for the North Star. Of course, these are just two of many potential ways to reach the North Star. Others might involve using wormholes or other exotic technologies that are currently beyond our reach. But who knows what the future may hold? With enough determination and ingenuity, anything is possible. Now let's talk about what would happen if we actually reached the North Star. As we approach the star, we would be met with a sight that would take our breath away. The swirling gases of the star's atmosphere would create a breathtaking display of colors and light, unlike anything we had ever seen before. We would feel the intense heat of the star's corona, the outermost layer of its atmosphere, and be bathed in its ethereal glow. But our joy would be short-lived as we realized the true nature of the North Star. Polaris is not just a single star, but rather a triple star system. The main star, Polaris, is surrounded by two smaller stars that orbit around it. This means that the star that we have been traveling towards for so long is not the one we will end up seeing. Instead, we will be met with a binary pair of stars that twinkle brightly in the darkness of space. Despite this anticlimactic ending, we should not be discouraged. After all, we have accomplished something that no human had ever done before. We have reached the North Star. As we explored the area around Polaris, we would find other wonders to behold. The star's powerful gravity would create a dense cluster of gas and dust, giving rise to a rich population of stars and planets. We might even discover new worlds that are similar to our own, teeming with life and wonder. But as we continued our journey, we would eventually have to turn back. The intense radiation and gravity of the North Star would make it impossible for us to stay there for long. As we approached our own solar system, we would be greeted by a sight that would bring tears to our eyes. The familiar planets and stars would seem more beautiful than ever before, and we would feel a sense of gratitude for the incredible journey that we had been on. When we returned to Earth, we would be greeted as heroes. Our journey to the North Star would have taken years, if not decades. And we would have been gone for so long that our loved ones would have likely moved on with their lives. But our story would inspire generations to come, and we would be remembered as the first humans to reach the North Star. As I pondered the possibility of reaching the North Star, I couldn't help but think about the countless challenges and obstacles that lay in our path. The vast distances of space, the intense radiation, and the unknown dangers that we might encounter along the way seemed daunting. Yet the thought of pushing the boundaries of human exploration and discovery kept me going. What would it mean for humanity if we were to set out on such a journey? Would we find new life and new worlds? Would we unlock the secrets of the universe and our place in it? Or would we simply be met with disappointment and despair as we realized the limitations of our technology and our species? As I looked up at the North Star twinkling in the night sky, I could unshake off the feeling that there was more to this celestial body than met the eye. What if Polaris was more than just a guide for lost souls and wandering travelers? What if it was a beacon, a signal sent out across the cosmos to a people long forgotten? Could it be that there were others out there waiting for us to reach out to them, to make contact and forge new alliances? The more I thought about it, the more I realized that reaching the North Star was more than just a physical journey. It was a journey of self-discovery, a test of our limits, and a search for connection in an increasingly disconnected world. It was a challenge to our curiosity, our thirst for knowledge, and our desire to understand the world around us. But as I came back to the present, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder at the vastness of the universe and the tiny place that we occupy within it. The North Star, once a guiding light for sailors, had become a symbol of hope and inspiration for me and countless others who had dared to dream of exploring the unknown. It reminded me that no matter how small or insignificant we may feel in the grand scheme of things, we have the ability to reach for the stars and strive for greatness. So as you gaze up at the North Star twinkling in the night sky, I encourage you to do the same. Let your mind wander to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our world, and let your imagination soar to new heights. Who knows what wonders and discoveries await us in the great beyond? But one thing is for sure, the journey to the North Star is a journey that is worth taking. Thank you for watching.